All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Razor from RazorTube coming at you with another Rust Council beta guide today. And today we're going to be covering the long and behold Airfield, one of the most dangerous monuments inside of Rust in general, where you're going to catch the most PvP, get the best loot, I think, in my opinion, from Tier 1 all the way to Tier 3 loot here. And let's talk about what this monument consists of and what's here. All right, I'm here with our boy Jade Monkey. Say hello.
Hey!
Do you remember this this monument guide pertains to the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X and S, and the PlayStation 5. Now, you just dropped in on your first swipe and you want to know about the monument Airfield. What do you do before you get here, or when you're coming here in transit here, whatever you want to call it? So, first, let's take a look at our guy. You basically want to get some clothes. You want to have over 10% rad protection here because you need that in order to enter the monument in general. So you need basically kind of shirt, pants, boots. I like bringing a wolf helmet because it gives you the best protection against projectiles in your dome. Bandana, some gloves, and some burlap. If you need other stuff like wood armor, you can find that on your partner, Jade Monkey, as he models it off. What is this, GQ or something?
You like it?
And for weapons, you want to bring like crossbow or compound bow, regular bow. Also, you want to bring some meds. So you want 6 to 9 bandages. You need a green card, a blue card, 2 electric fuses. If you want to complete the entire puzzle in its entirety. Now, first to set up when you first get to the Airfield, I like to drop a sleeping bag. Typically what I do is name it Airfield, and I put 2 stashes next to it. In those stashes, what they contain are another gear set with like a bow or whatever, some meds, and some ammo. Typically you want to bring food as well. That helps you the healing process when you get hurt in a said gunfight, or you're starting to starve. But let's get into the monument itself and explain exactly what goes on here. So the Airfield, what does it contain? Well, first, structure-wise, it contains 1 ATC, 2 gas cylinders you can climb, and 4 towers as well to climb, with 3 hangars that you can loot. Now, every structure that I mentioned can definitely be looted. In this monument, you can find anywhere from like beginner loot to endgame loot. Around it, typically you can find nodes, your stone, your metal, sulfur, a lot of the times, along with cloth, which you use to make bandages. And when you enter the Airfield itself, you'll see loot scattered amongst the landscape, which is like food, barrels that hold components, and other like loot containers such as the wooden crate and the military crates. So first off, I entered towards the back of the hangars. It's kind of like a, I don't know, all around meta what everybody does. They typically enter the back walls and go into the hangars. So I'll just show you kind of an idea of what the loot looks like inside. All right, so this is hangar 1. Typically you see all these, oh, what is this? Wood crate, boom, pipes, building blocks, scrap, which is your in-game currency. You'll find other barrels such as low-grade fuel barrels. You'll get crude oil and the low-grade fuel from them. That powers your vehicles inside of Rust and anything that's gas-powered, obviously. And then you can just traverse through each hangar and figure out what kind of loot you want to take and how, and also see how full your pockets are before you want to leave the Airfield. Now, typically, a lot of people do is rotate around the towers and through the hangars, and then they do the puzzle just to get every single piece of loot. Ooh, here we got a military crate. So this is like tier 3 loot. So got like a SMG body, RF broadcaster, some more scrap. Typically in the tier 3 boxes, you'll get 8 scrap instead of 5, which is common inside of barrels and whatnot. And then, after you've looted each structure, you could probably approach the ATC. So this is the air traffic control structure inside the airfield. It consists of one sniper tower where you will get domed from if you're not careful. Make sure you always bring a battle buddy, which is, in my case, this is Jade Monkey. So he's going to get my back while we do this. And this is where your said puzzle begins. Now, there's two pieces to this puzzle. And for this monument, I like to consider this like a combo or combination, what should we call it, puzzle. So you can either do just the green card portion of it, or you could do the green card portion and the blue card portion, which is consists of two types of loot rooms. Anyways, all right, so when you whoa, that's a good point, I get it. You got to watch your back inside the airfield. There's all types of nooks and crannies to hide behind or hide in every building, around every corner. Be careful. Now back to the ATC. This is a very highly lootable area. Things it consists of are like wooden crates when they spawn here, the fuse, which we'll get into that, and the back garage. The back garage has low-grade barrels such as this, and it has a oil refinery, which we like to call it the bubbler. And then it has a repair bench where you can repair your weapons or throw some new, like cool skins on it before you die by somebody else and they take your loot. And we have the lifeline utility recycler. So you can
I was trying to get it stick in the ground.
So the way the recycler works is you put an item in the input and basically turn it on. Don't leave the recycling inventory because honestly, once you leave it, somebody can access it and take your loot. In that case, I shredded my binoculars. I got some frags for it, but you can take all the barrels and loot that you get here. You can jam it right inside the recycler, scrap it out, and get like main resources for either building or crafting any item in Rust. All right, so let's get to the puzzle. Finally, the more important part where the loot is. And do beware when you start this puzzle. People can be hiding in the rafters and cap you. I'm pretty sure Jade's going up there to demonstrate. But anyways, so look at this. Ooh, a military crate. Dude, 21 high quality metal.
Hi.
Yeah, so you get crazy people like this up in the rafters. Anyway, so to start the puzzle, what do you need? You need a green card, blue card, 2 fuses. That's what I like to bring here. So pay attention to that. I always like to bring that every time I go, and I always bring a friend. I don't really solo the monument by myself because, you know, I'm not a firm believer in high risk, high reward. It's more like, well, you take a high risk in Rust, and most likely you're not going to get rewarded. Anyway, so here is the electric fuse box. What needs to happen here is somebody needs to place a fuse in. And what this gives me access to is the green card access door that is down into the intricate tunnels or sewers of the airfield where it's located. And I'll show you the entrance and how to go about getting to it right now. Right now, Jade, if you could, I already got that stuff. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. I just need you for the fuse.
All right.
All right, go ahead and put the fuse in. So have your partner put the fuse in. He's going to hit that switch at the bottom, and then that will give me X amount of time to get to the first access door, which is the green card door. Where this is located and the easiest way to get to it is if you go between hangar 2 and 3 on the airfield, all right, without getting shot.
Yep.
And make sure you bring a flashlight because this is really important, because once you get down here, it's just dark. You go down the sewer. If you're facing the ladder, you go ahead and descend into the pits of the airfield, and you'll notice it gets dark. This is a camper's dream. Turn on your flashlight. Typically, by default, you get a regular flashlight you can hold with your hand when you first start in Rust. But if you stumble across a weapon flashlight like I got on my crossbow, which you don't typically get until like mid-wipe, you can place it on there and use it. Now, if you noticed, this is the fuse, or the kiosk, the green card kiosk that is connected to the fuse that Jade placed inside the ATC. I'm going to take my green card, swipe it down here, and then the green card door opens. Now, this is... oh, my goodness. Dude, you scared a man.
Always
Anyways,
be ready.
yeah, down here you're going to find little creepers and whatnot, just kind of skimming the hallways looking for loot. And then what you do is, this is a green card loot room. What it consists of are like just normal things like, you know, your barrels. Oh, actually, there's a military crate right here. I didn't even know it. And apparently, you get beginner loot and tier 3 loot here. You can go through the corridors and traverse through here and look for all the loot before you leave, if you're just doing the green card. And all these doors, if you hit the red button, it makes you exit the green card puzzle. Now, say you come down here for the blue card and the green card puzzle, you'd come back to this electric fuse box that you find within the green part, and wherever Jade is. Get over here. We're doing a video.
I know. I'm here.
You'll tell your partner, hey, put the fuse in so I can go get the loot.
I'm like, ooh.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. All right, and then so you go up to the blue card kiosk. You're gonna go slip the old blue card in, and then hope your friend doesn't come in so you can get all the loot.
No, I take the fuse out to save the timer, and then now that he's inside, let me in.
Then you let your friend in after he's confused why the door is locked. All right, so what this loot room is and what it consists of is a red card, and then anywhere from beginner to tier 3 loot. You're going to find a vast majority of the loot on the airfield in this room, and that's the blue card loot room. That's right outside, or right inside the green card puzzle itself. So you need a green card to get in, a blue card to access the majority of the loot, and to get to the red card. So just to get an example of what kind of loot's here. Ooh, we got a laptop, some scrap, some pipes and whatnot for crafting weapons, a satchel. Okay.
What?
There's a satchel in here, so that's for explosives to raid. Your semi-body, which is to your semi-automatic rifle. Some more custom SMG bodies, which are very rare to find in Rust because half the time people are taking it from you while you're running to your base. Salvage pick. And then some more wooden crates. And then for the prize of completing the puzzle, you have the red card. Wow, your chewing is so loud.
I'm sorry.
The red card basically gives you access to tier 3 monuments such as the launch site. That is where you will find the best loot in the entire game. But it is guarded by the Bradley, which is the tank that traverses the launch site and guards it from any plebs getting the loot there. As far as you can see here, once you're done looting with your friend, you're going to exit this puzzle in the safest way possible. And that's just hit the red button and run. So what I like to do is go back through these tunnels, and I like to give a little tip here, is when you get to the back here, you're going to see 3 doors you can exit out of. I like going down the right one, only because it has a lot more wooden crates for looting that you can either recycle or use the items to craft or build and whatnot. It does have these rooms with barrels in it, and also, you know, if just for example, if Jade Monkey was running by, it's like, hey, and I just, he's done. I take his loot. To get out of the monument underneath, out of the tunnels, you just hit the red button. There's nodes that you can mine inside of this underground mine that's located underneath the airfield. It's got the variety of resources that you need to get started. You can do
Oh,
this.
it's so dark.
I know. Watch this too. Watch. If you just go back here, Jade Monkey, just say he's just camping back here, right? And I'm like, turn your light off. Watch this. If I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back here, I can't see him. I can only see his tag. Oh my goodness. Get me out of here.
Pitch black. Yeah, let's go. I don't like it.
But that just goes to show you, for example, be careful and wary of corners in this, and always bring a flashlight. Here's those wooden crates I'm talking about, where you can get in the beginning. Man, Rust Council beta for life. If you want to go through all the tunnels inside of the airfield, you can. This kind of just this video just covers, and this guide covers just a puzzle portion and gives you an idea of loot that you can find in all the structures inside of Airfield. But this should be useful to you when you first start playing Rust for the first time on console, on the Rust console beta, or for full release, for that matter. Once you exit this tunnel, you're going to be kind of exposed. You do want to leave eventually. And pretty much that's it for the Airfield guide for the Rust console beta or for full release Rust on console. Coming to you soon. Spring, finally. Anyways, if you like what you see and all this information helps you out to get started inside of Rust on the Rust console beta, oh my goodness. Here, don't, what are you doing? Stop it. Jeez. Then drop a sub and a like for myself and Jade Monkey, and we'll see you in the next monument guide for the Rust console beta. Bye!
Hot. Do you think I can make it?
Yeah, I got faith.
Leave it in the comments. Do you think I can make it to the hangar?
Alive.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, we're dead. You didn't even go all the way to the back. You cheated.
Oh, whatever. Okay, let's do hangar 2. Fine.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Already not good.
Yep.
Already not good.
I'm gonna know this guy's...
Alright, so that's, we did make it.
Alright, so we'll see you next video. Bye. Oh my goodness. Jeez.